Good evening, sir.
Good evening, Prem. Am I audible to you?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We can able to hear you, sir.
Yeah,
I think
that's
co-host
what.
also they are given.
Sorry, Prem, I'm not clear to you.
Yes, sir. I think co-host also they are given. I think.
Yeah, I am the host, right?
Yeah, yeah. You can able to share PPT, sir.
Yes. Yes, I am also the host. I wanted to check it, Prem, nothing. Okay.
Welcome, sir. Welcome, Dr. Robinson, sir.
Good evening, madam. Thank you, madam.
Good evening, sir. Vishal, let us start the session.
Yes, sure, madam.
Shall we start the session, ma'am?
Yeah, Nisha, you can start.
Yeah. Good evening, everyone. Welcome to Atal Academy sponsored 2-week faculty development program, IoT-driven wearable devices for healthcare and defense application. Today is the last day of online session, and then 22 we are starting the offline session. So always ending is the another one starting point. So today is the 6th day, the session 6. It's about the national education policy, and then the next session is about the Indian values and ethics. Now I call upon Mr. Rahul Sir, SciTech Assistant Professor, to give the introduction about today's resource person. Welcome, sir.
Yeah. Good evening to all. It's my pleasure to introduce our today's chief guest, Dr. Robinson, Professor and Head, Mount Zion College of Engineering and Technology, Pudukkottai. He received Bachelor of Engineering degree in Electronics and Communication Engineering from Bharathasan University, Tamil Nadu, and Master of Engineering degree in Optical Communication from Alagappa Chettiar College of Engineering and Technology, Karaikuri, during the year of 2004 and 2008. He completed postgraduate diploma in VLSI and did Master of Business and Administration in Human Resource Management in Annamalai University in the year of 2009 and 10. He completed his doctoral degree in Department of Electronics Communication Engineering in School of Engineering and Technology, Pondicherry University, Pondicherry, during the year of 2013. He is currently working as a professor and a dean of Information and Communication Technology, Mount Zion College of Engineering and Technology, Pudukkottai, Tamil Nadu. He has published more than 125 papers in journals and presented more than 125 papers in international and national conferences in India and foreign countries. He published 1 book and 9 book chapters. He has presented invited talk, guest lecture, and keynote address in seminar, workshops, and many conferences. He is the reviewer around 30 referred journals like IEEE, SPI, Elsevier, Springer, and PIRE journals. He attended 100 workshops, organized 120 programs, and 200 webinars. He has received a fund of rupees 25 lakhs for STTP and projects. He is a life member of ISTE, IETE, CSI, IE, and member of IEEE. His current research interests are in the area of optical communication, photonic crystals, photonic integrated circuits, optical devices, microwave communications, microwave devices, and optical networks. Once again, I warmly welcome you,
sir. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much. A very good evening to you all. And I'm very happy to participate the 2-week Atal sponsored FDP on IoT-driven wearable devices for healthcare and defense applications. It's conducted at Siddharth Institute of Engineering and Technology, Pattu. In this juncture, I would like to thank the management, principal, head of the department, coordinator, faculty member for your kind invitation. So today, there are 2 parts of our lecture. Let's begin my lecture. So probably if there is any disparities in network, please let me know. I think Dr. Prem Kumar will request me through phone. See, the first part I would like to cover that NEP 2020. This is the talk Already some of the institute is started to implement. However, still it's not yet implemented at full swing. So let's see in detail about NEP, and subsequently let us explore that Indian values and ethics. So let's begin the lecture. Actually, the National Education Policy 2020, it is published Ministry of Human Resource Development, and it is renamed as Ministry of Education. So what's the primary objective of NEP 2020 is, in order to nullify, in order to minimize the gap between the current state learning outcome and what is required, that must be bridged through undertaking the major reforms, that is about quality, equity, and integrity, both in school education as well as in the higher educational institutions. So what is the demand? What is the present demand required in order to provide that employability and high quality, equity, and integrity? That gap is going to be minimized between 2030 to 2040. That is the expectation of NEP 2020. So this gap may be minimized. Already many institutions and government is also giving instructions and guidelines to initiate everything. Actually, in 1986, national policy on education is started. Earlier, even in British government itself, that education is started. However, in 1986, the national policy on education is initiated. And about 6 years later, it is getting modified. And exactly in 2009, its right to education is proposed. Here, the major revision was fee and compulsory education for children is proposed by the Indian government. That is the so far development. After that, there is no much significant developments in education policies. So in 2020, that is 29th July 2020, almost from 1986 to 34 years gap, that Union Cabinet, which led by Dr. Kasturi Rangan, Director ISRO, and along with the supporting members, in order to bring that access and equity of education and higher quality of education, to promote Indian education system throughout the world level, the new educational policy 2020 is proposed. In NEP 2020, the primary and significant focus was access and equity on education. That is availability and fairness on education, both in school education and higher education. So in school education, higher education, what are all the major reforms is proposed? So basically, let's talk about in school education, that universalization of early child care education is proposed in NEP 2020. And in order to enhance the literacy and numeracy skill is proposed. In conventional 10+2 culture, 10+2 structure is revised into 5+3+3+4 structures. That is, at present, a student will study from first standard to 10th standard. After that, he will study in 11th and 12th. And some of the state is revised the same. And almost in India, more or less 10+2 system is followed conventionally. It is going to be changed 5+3+3+4. Which means that the student will start their education from pre-KG onwards. Already many private schools are followed the same, but it is going to be implemented through NEP 2020. And curriculum to integrate 21st century skills, that is most importantly, mathematical thinking and scientific temper. That is the very lagging, most particularly Indian education. So that will be solved through NEP 2020. And there is no rigid separation between arts and science and between the co-curricular and extracurricular activities. And also, there is no much difference between vocational and academic streams. And special education for gifted children. They are primarily focusing on core concept instead of studying lot of, too many information, massive information. The student is going to study, and the student is going to focus primarily on the core concept. And most importantly, vocational integration from class 6th onwards, the student will study. Though many students from Indian perspective, they are very strong in theoretical background. However, they are not much keen about the practical related things. So that will be solved by incorporating the vocational integration from the school level itself. And the new national curriculum framework for school teachers and adult education is proposed. And for board examination, like at present, a 10th standard and 12th standard writing their board examination, it is going to be the low rewards. The special card will be proposed from the government. The student will score based on the application knowledge. In order to understand the concept very clearly, the student will study the informations from the book in the local language, home language, mother language, or regional language from till 5th standard. It may be extended till 8th standard always. At recently, even from Tamil students, they have started to learn their studies from LKG, UKG, even 5th standard. They are studying in English language. That is going to be changed English to Tamil. That's the proposed one. And there is the 360-degree holistic progress card for child in order to give marks and grade to cover all their aspects in order to identify in which area the student is getting stronger. Tracking the student progress and achieving learning outcomes. And the new thing, it is already started, that Pragat National Assessment Center. I hope even Siddharth Institute is also registered. We Mount Zion registered for it. It is performance assessment, review and analysis of knowledge for holistic development. Already many institutes, almost around 2,000 institute is registered. Still, the assessment center, assessment process is not yet completed by all the students. And NTA, National Testing Agency, to offer common entrance examination for admission to higher educational institutions. And to ensure the quality of the teacher, National Professional Standard for Teacher is established. And book promotion policy and digital library will be available for students and all the things. And what is the timeline for to implement the major reforms for school education? That universalization from ECGC to secondary education by 2030, attaining foundational learning and numeracy skills through national mission by 2025, and 100% of cross enrollment ratio in free school to secondary level by 2030, bring back to 2 crore out of school children, teacher to be prepared for assessment reforms by 2023. Already they have started. In fact, in Tamil Nadu, school teachers already they have started, and they are started to prepare for assessment and the reforms. Inclusive equitable education system by 2030, and the board exam is implemented to test the core concept and the application of knowledge. Even in Bloom's taxonomy, we are talking about level 4 and 5. In fact, even from school onwards, they are going to start. The question may be the design or create. Likewise, the core concept and application of knowledge will be positioned. Every child will come out of school with at least one new skill, that is the vocational training and common standard of learning in public and private schools. In India, with respect to my view, there is very big difference from government school as well as the private school. Even the attitude and the content and technical knowledge from the schools, the students from the government school and private school, there are very big differences there that must be nullified through NEP 2020. This is about school education. And about this is the comparison. What is the existing? What is the proposed one? The pedagogical structure is 10+2. That is the current one. It is going to be changed 5+3+3+4. That is free school. The child will start their school studies from 3rd year. I mean, at the age of 3. The schooling age is 6 to 14. It is the existing one, and the new one, they are going to start from 3 to 18. I don't know how it will give effectiveness, but let's see, hope for the best. And curriculum, no curriculum for free schools, but for the proposed one, there is a specific curriculum for preschools. Medium of instruction till class 5, 2 or 3 languages. But for the new scheme, they are going to study only one language. That language is either their home language or mother tongue or regional language. So board exams, that school-based recommended Pragat, it is going to be from 3rd standard, 5th standard and 8th standard. The student going to write board exam by accounting that application knowledge and the core concept. Earlier in conventional student from 10th standard and 12th standard, they are writing their public exams. Vocational education, it is not yet incorporated so far, but from grade 1, it's mandatory. However, from grade 1, they are going to start. However, it is compulsory for grade 6. So thereby, once the student is going to come out at the end of 12th standard, they are having at least one vocational skill. Coding, it's optional. However, it's going to be incorporated from class 6 onwards. Even that Smart India Hackathon for school students, I mean, yesterday, yes, there was a Smart India Hackathon finals for school students. They are asking, what about the coding? The student from our school, they have participated in that finally. I mean, let's say it's finally. The panel members, they are asked about the coding. They are from 9th standard. So the committee, they are expecting what is their coding knowledge about the particular project. So the new proposed mechanism, proposed NEP 2020 will support in the right way. And NETF, it's not yet touched so far. The use of technology is also not yet touched. However, for the proposed mechanism, definitely that National Education Technology Forum to provide the complete technology solution to association with the leading software companies to monitor the progress of the student will be available. And use of technology for both education planning, teaching, learning, assessment, and administration and management will be incorporated. This is about the comparison of existing and NEP 2020. Let's talk about the higher education. India, we are expecting about 50% of class enrollment ratio from school to the higher educations. And it is predominantly focused on holistic and multidisciplinary education, flexibility of a subject. Even they can study as per their willingness. Earlier, it's from that teacher-centric. Nowadays, it's going to be moved to the student-centric. And the primary thing is multiple entry exit system is incorporated. UG program, it's about 3 to 4 years. PG program is 1 or 2 years. Integrated 5 years. UG, PG is combined is also possible. And MPhil is going to be discontinued. Credit transfer and ABC, that is Academic Bank of Credit, is incorporated. Higher education institution must be research intensive and teaching intensive universities and autonomous degree granting colleges. They are primarily focusing to give autonomy to all the institutions, as you are also the autonomy. And there is the provision. So the government take a step to give autonomy to almost the eligible institutions. Then model multidisciplinary education and research university must be positioned in or near every district. Every district, there will be a multidisciplinary education and research university will be planned in NEP 2020. And what are all the other reforms? Like phasing out of affiliation system in another 15 years. There is no affiliations. And national mission for mentoring. Independent board of governors for all universities. Single regulator for higher education. Nowadays, even AICT is there and UCG is there. Likewise, for medical, there are separate, regulation body is there. Everything is going to be combined, and there is only one regulator for higher education is going to be proposed. And for inspections, online self-disclosure based transparent system will be available for approvals. Common norms for both public and private higher educational institutions. Even fees fixation within the board of regulatory framework. And even the government is ready to invest about 60% of GDP at the earliest for education. And NRF National Research Foundation is going to form. Internalization of education. Our students are going to study abroad. Similarly, we, India, expecting more number of students to come forward to study in India. So internationalization is expected. Integration of vocational and professional education and setting up of new quality higher education institution has been made easier. And standalone HEI, professional education institution, will evolve into multidisciplinary. They are primarily focusing on interdisciplinary and multidisciplinary institutions. Special education zone for disadvantaged region and untouched region. I mean, the government will identify where the minimum number of cross enrollment ratio for higher education, they will identify it. Accordingly, they will take a decision to incorporate and to set up special mechanism to enhance the overall ratio. Then NETF will be incorporated and MHRD is renamed as Ministry of Education. So this is about institutional reconstructing consolidation. Multiple entry, multiple exist is possible in India. So in NEP, multiple entry, multiple exit options is available. There are, let's see, there are 3-year degree and 4-year degree. In fact, for engineering degree, we are operating 4 years for first year to 4 year. And for lateral entry, it is 3 year. For BSc, other arts and science courses, it is the 3 years course. Student can leave at any cost of time. At present, if the student is not completed entire 3 years span, entire 6 semester for 3-year course, entire 8 semester for 4 years course, student will not get any certificate. So for new mechanism, it is going to be changed. If the student will leave at the end of first year, provided they have completed semester 1 and semester 2, and if they passed, they will be getting diploma certificate. And if the student is going to leave from second year onwards, second year, they will get advanced diploma certificate. And at the end, if he completed 3 year, he will get proper degree. Similarly, for 4-year degree, first and second year, he will get diploma degree certificate. And at the end of 3rd year, he will get advanced diploma. At the end of 4th year, proper degree. It means that if he completed only 1 year, he is not interested to continue his or her studies in the second year. He is willing to participate some other courses. Thereby, he will get 1 diploma certificate. And for second year also, he will get 1 diploma certificate. For 3rd year, at the end of 6th semester, he cleared all the examination from semester 1 to semester 6. There is the provision to get advanced diploma certificate. If he completed all 8 semesters, he will get proper engineering degree certificate. It is the new mechanism is going to be incorporated in NEP 2020. It's about multiple entry, multiple exit option. And there is one more thing available that's called ABC, that is Academic Bank of Credits. Let us explore one by one. So student can choose the institution also. Earlier, it is institutional centric. Nowadays, it is changed into the student centric. So there are about 40 credits. College 1, he completed credit 4. College 2, he completed credit 8. Likewise, all the credits will be accounted. It's about Academic Bank of Credit, ABC. If he meets the minimum requirements and the requirement to get a degree, by accounting all the credits, there is a provision to issue a degree for the students. It's about ABC. And what are all the special mechanisms are available? There may be a two-year program with the second year devoted entirely research, those who have completed 3-year bachelor program. If the students completed 3-year UG, he can study 2-year PG courses. If the student completed 4-year UG, for PG is only 1 year. Even nowadays, for us, ME is the 2-year course. Later, it is going to be changed only 1 year course. 1 year course. That 1 year, student will primarily focus on research, which means that after 5 plus 3 plus 3 plus 4, student is needed to spend only 5 years for college education, that is higher educational institutions, both UG as well as PG in engineering stream. MPhil is discontinued. Indian knowledge system, language, culture, and value. And even you are also came to know that the Taikathan even. A government is taking special steps in order to bring back that Indian knowledge system, languages, culture, and values and all. So here the focus on literature, scientific vocabulary of Indian languages is proposed. Language faculty is also required, and research on language is motivated. Strengthening National Institute for Promotion of Classical Language and Literature. Indian Institute of Translation and Interpretation. Cultural awareness of our Indian knowledge systems, promoting traditional arts. And they are planning to recruit artists in residence in institute as well as in the school campus itself. The thing is, Indian language, Indian culture, Indian value, as well as the Indian system is one of the popularized one, though it is very olden one. It is not yet getting, it's not yet getting old. Though it is older, it is still alive. There are many concepts can incorporate recent years also. We, India, wanted to bring back all the concepts, both in education as well as in the business. Thereby, we can energize, we can realize, we can implement our language, culture, and the values. Use of technology for education planning, teaching, learning, assessment, administration and management, regulation, self-disclosure, and increasing access for disadvantaged groups, and special educational software for Divyang friendly and e-content in all the languages, even in TNSCST. It is one of the forum for Tamil Nadu students, Tamil Nadu funding agency. They are particularly keen for e-content development in regional language. I'm not much sure about what are all the special forum is available in your state. However, we in Tamil Nadu, it is there to developing a regional language, and there is virtual lab. NETF will be available to support, to connect all the end users, digitally equipping schools, teachers, and students. These are all the things about NEP 2020. By comparison of school and college, 10 plus 2 is going to be 5 plus 3 plus 3 plus 4. And multi-stream is proposed, flexible to choose subject across any streams. Board examination is given with low weightage. 3-language policy is continued. However, till 5th to 8th, they will be studied only one language. Backless stage, student primarily focused on core concept and application of knowledge instead of studying many things. For colleges, there is a common entrance examination twice in a year, and 4-year bachelor degree. If you want to go for higher studies, only 5 years for educational. Next to 15 years, no affiliation will be there. Fees will be fixed by the government. And India is primarily focused on that global university to bring in India. These are all some most important policies about NEP 2020. Let's see in depth. All higher education institute, except legal and medical colleges, governed by single regulator. Common norms for both education institute, both school and higher study. MBL is discontinued, and board examination with based on the board examination based on the knowledge applications. It's not the technical one. Student will study the home language or mother language. Vocational education is proposed from 1st standard onwards. However, from 6th standard onwards, it's compulsory. From 6th to 8th, the vocational studies are like carpentry, electric work, metal work, gardening, then pottery making, AI, robotics, and like VR and mixed reality and AR. And also, it is predominantly focusing on experiential learning. This is about existing system and a new structure. It's like 5-3-3-4. So it is categorized into 4 stages: foundational stage, preparatory stage, middle stage, and secondary stage. In foundational stage, that multi-level play activity-based learning is proposed. Preparatory stage, play discovery and activity stage, activity-based interactive classroom learning is proposed. In the middle stage, experiential learning in the science, mathematics, arts, social science, and humanities is going to be incorporated. And multidisciplinary, great critical thinking, flexibility of student size of subject is going to be available from 9 to 12, 14 to 18 age. That is from 9 to 12 years. The school is primarily focused about core essential, critical thinking, interactive classes, and experiential learning. And what are all other plans in order to enhance the school student mindset, health and nutrition, physical education, fitness, wellness, and sports is also proposed. So they are planning for health checkup, reduce the weight of school bag, then health and wellness, counselors in all school campus like artists, primary focus on children with disability, inclusive and caring culture at school. These are all about a school. And in India, there are 2 kinds of education. One is primary education. Second one is the tertiary educations. So primary education till class 1 to class 8. And tertiary education from 9th standard to including college level. So it's about the difference between what actually the primary education and tertiary educations. So all the tertiary educations is going to coming under one umbrella like UCG. So as I mentioned earlier, each higher education sector, each domain is controlled by a separate body. I probably very well that AICTE, agricultural related education is controlled by ICAR, that Indian Council of Agriculture Research, like Power Council of India, the National Council of Teachers Education. Likewise, there are many different forums are available. Almost 15 autonomous institutions are available. Now, everything is going to be merged, and only the instruction to the higher educational institution is going to come from UCG alone. Already, I think I hear the information that already they have started the process. Then we may expect as quick as possible to get the information from UCG about the merging of the tertiary institution about one umbrella. In what way Indian education is evolved? In under British rule, education is started, and it was implemented in Bombay, Calcutta, and Madras. It is proposed on technical and vocational training. In the year 1900, and 1920, the Congress is initiated government-aided and government-controlled schools. It's very first one. And second one, Nehru's vision for education. So here, twin team is included. One is national pride in education, and school curricula is implemented in Nehru's vision for education. During the time only that IIT and IAM was started. And third one, the Kothari Commission. In Kothari Commission, the free and compulsory education is proposed till 14 years. Primarily, it started 1964 to 1966 to increase productivity and develop social and national unity, consolidate democracy, modernize the country, and develop social, moral, spiritual value for all. That Kothari Commission is focused. And it is also included the development of languages, equality of educational opportunities, and development of prioritization of education research. It is also emphasized eradicate literacy and to provide adult education. And 1968, new educational policy, that national policy on education, is started in 21st century. Here, they have planned every kilometer, a kilometer for schooling facility with common education structure. In a village, the student can walk away only 1 kilometer. A school must be there. And already the curriculum is proposed in Nehru's vision. However, the science and mathematics are not yet implemented during the Nehru's vision. In National Policy on Education, that is Rajiv Gandhi National Policy on Education, the mathematics and science is implemented. What are all the other initiatives? That Operation Blackboard, improve the human and physical resources availability in primary schools. And 1987, that is restructuring and reorganization of teachers' education. Here, the teacher's knowledge and competence is focused for upgradation. Minimum levels of learning in 1991, the strategy and the textbooks was revised. 1995, here the national program for nutritional support to primary education is provided cooked meal every day for all the students. And district primary education program was formed in order to energize the teaching learning material and school effectiveness. and movement to educate all aim to achieve universal primary education by 2010 through micro planning and school mapping exercise. And 2001, the provision of free and compulsory education for the age group of 6 to 14 years is proposed. These are all the development of school educations. And that annual status of educational report, here it is noticed that the student started their educational, 4 or 5 years, and after 5 years. After that, Indian government is fixed for studying student standard 1, the age should be 6. And it is also observed that from ASR report, male student studying in a private school, girl student is studying in government school. They are also mentioned the percentage around 56.8 percentage and 50.4% are enrolled in government school and private schools and all. And they are also reported if the parents studied in college level and their child studying LKG, UKG, the parents are not very well studied, and their childs they are continuing in Anganwadis. There are also some report they have stated. What about NEP target? By 2030, ensure that all girls and boys complete free and ensure equitable and equality. And by 2030, ensure that all girls and boys have access to quality early child development, care, and free primary education so that they are ready for primary education. And by 2030, ensure equal access for all women and men to affordable quality technical, vocational, tertiary education, including in university. Substantially increase the number of youth adults who have relevant skills, including technical, vocational skills for employment, decent jobs and entrepreneurship. Though they have completed or not yet completed, that is immaterial. They have already studied. Already they are having one vocational training skill. By having that skill, the student can start their business. And the primary focus on mathematical skills, literacy, and numeracy will be reached, then will enhance substantial by 2030. And plan to have upgrade educational facilities that are the child disability, gender sensitivity, provide safe, non-violent, inclusive and effective learning environment. And by 2030, substantially increase the supply for qualified teachers through international cooperation for teacher training and developing countries, especially least developed countries and small least developed states. The target of NEP 2020 is by 2025, at least 50% of learners through the school and higher education system shall have exposure to vocational education. So already they have given clear action plan and timeline to the institutions to incorporate vocational training in schools. How vocational education? Vocational education that prepare to work as a technician to take employability in a skilled craft. No problem. Once they are having one skills, they can start. They feel confident, thereby they can earn money like foreign country. The vocational education, sometimes referred career and technical educations. In order to promote this vocational training, there are skill labs are already incorporated. Hope you know that even IITs and many IITs, NITs, they are having the lab. They are conducting many vocational training courses for school students or even in college students and other students, those who are related to their concern areas. And internship is also provided for all the students. And what are all the challenges? To provision for education mother tongue till 5th class, it may have challenge. To implement that vocational training to all the schools, really it is very, very challenged. In order to attain the 50% of vocational training by 2025 is really challenged, but if we all join together, if we all support, definitely there may have a possibility. And one more thing, the student is going, the child is going to school from third, at the age of 3rd onwards, really it is very, very challenged. Even from 3rd age to incorporate that vocational training and other activity-based learning, there is a challenge, but it may be accounted. For college system, we have discussed earlier, it is primarily for multidisciplinary. And this college supposed to be at every district. The college must be multidisciplinary, and every district there is going to be an institution sponsored by government. Moving towards to more multidisciplinary undergraduate education and moving towards faculty and institutional autonomy and restoring curriculum, pedagogy, assessment, and student support for enhanced student experiences. And very good quality of faculty members will be positioned through merit appointment, and their career progression based on teaching, research, and service be awarded. And establishment of NRF, National Research Foundation, to fund outstanding peer-reviewed research and to actively seed research in universities and colleges. For your kind information, you know very well that already AICT is having ASP, they are having special programs to provide fund, that research fund for the institutions related to the local areas. Probably for that only we have received a fund from the AICTE. As we are rely on some rural area, they are ready to provide fund to promote, to inculcate research culture in the rural-based institutions also. And governance of HEI by high qualified independent boards having academic and administrative autonomy. The light but tight regulation by a single regulator for higher educations. There are many ideas are proposed: increased access, equity, and inclusion through a range of measures, including greater opportunity for outstanding public education, scholarships, open distance learning, online learning, then internship is also proposed. And for transforming higher educational institution into large multidisciplinary universities, in each university, they are planning to have at least 3,000 students. It is well-rounded and innovative individuals. They can propose. And we already know that STEM is also available. Assessment of educational approaches in undergraduate education that integrate the humanities, arts with science and technology, engineering and mathematics, that is combined by STEM. In STEM, they are having increased creativity and innovation, critical thinking and higher order thinking capacity, problem solving abilities, teamwork, communication skills, more in-depth learning, and increased social and moral awareness will be available in STEM. And this is about STEM. Both arts and science and technology will be combined, and that will be evaluated. Even in AICT, if you receive fund from AICT, they asked you to register STEM, iSTEM. If you type iSTEM in Google, and even our institution, Mount Zion Institution, is registered in iSTEM, you type it, what are all the facilities that you require. If you want to identify any one of the instrument is available that is sponsored by our government, and just you type the name of the instrument, then you came to know that the instrument is available or not, and which institute having the instrument. You can directly approach the institution and you can work with it. Say, for example, as we are from electronics, EC background, we are having anechoic chamber for antenna radiation measurements. So you wanted to know that where actually that anechoic chambers are available, you type it in iSTEM. That way you came to know that where anechoic chamber is available. Probably if AICT is sponsored to develop or to incorporate that anechoic chamber in the particular institution, the corresponding details is available. Just you can approach the institution. Thereby you can get access in the payable process. And we have studied already about that multi-entry, multi-exist, and ABC also we have studied. Curriculum pedagogy will be designed by the institution and motivate the faculty to ensure a stimulating and engaging learning experience for all students, and continuous formative assessment will be used. And here, criterion-based grading system is going to be incorporated for institutions. In NEP 2020, they are planning to use online digital education, and they are also keen for use of technology. So in this way, we have to thank pandemic. From the pandemic only, even we are connected. Many of the students are progressively used these online tools. So even our government is also planned to use online medium in an effective way. It is alternate wave quality education. The existing digital platforms going to be incorporated effectively for online educations. Experimental studies for online education. There are Central Institute of Educational Technology, NIOs, IIT, NIT will be identified to conduct series of experimental studies. Already they have started to develop digital infrastructures and online teaching platform and tools like Swayam, Dikshiya will be extended for both students as well as the teachers. And they are also planning fun-based learning for both Indian art, culture, multiple languages and operations and other concepts. If they are learning fun-based learning, thereby they can enjoy their learning. They will never forget about it. Already we are having AM, FM. That is also going to be used to promote NEP 2020 and to telecast a teaching content. And digital content will need to reach the teachers and students in their medium of instruction. That is one challenge, however, it may be done properly. Virtual lab and special training for teachers is also planned. Online assessment and examinations. Appropriate bodies such as National Assessment Center or Pragat, School Board, NTA is available for assessment. Just we have discussed earlier that 360-degree card will be available, progress card will be available for students in order to identify their talents. That will be done through NTA assessment. For implementation, let's come for at the end. Implementation, yes, there is MHRD, CAB, union and state government, education ministries, state Department of Education, board, NTA, other regulatory bodies are already discussed. They are planning to implement. Already they have started. I mean, phase by phase about the significance and time plan they have implemented. And what are all the important points? Teacher education and selection process and performance appraisals will be available. Teacher transfer may be avoided. Entrance test, seminar classes required for teachers. Continuous professional development, 50 hours for teachers, 50 hours for a year. And they're also planned 4-year period courses for the teachers. In order to bring down the quality research, innovation by faculty, India is ready to spend around 6 GDP. It's about 0.26% only, incorporated, but other countries, they have already started massive amount. And there are promotions of invention and innovations. The time period is about 2030 to 2040. And other thing, in NAC, recently they asked institutional preparedness for NEP. What is the plan for multidisciplinary or interdisciplinary research? And what's your plan for academic bank of credits, skill development, integration of Indian knowledge system, and focus on outcome-based education and online education? Probably you are also come across this institutional preparedness for NEP. Finally, we came to know that NEP, about NEP 2020, in what way we can promote ourselves. As we are the faculty community, we are going to service towards to the student. So we faculty member, we have to focus on research, most particularly that interdisciplinary research. And we have to learn recent technology. What are all the top 10 technologies for your department? Even recently that Internet of Things, artificial intelligence, deep learning, machine learning, quantum computing, and data science, data analytics, 3D printing. Likewise, many technologies are coming forward. They are going to boom. So we teachers, we are in the position to learn all the new technologies. And innovation center, incubation centers, technology business incubation center, center of excellence, industry sponsored lab, internships, national level competitions, and we are regularly update our department based or domain based recent topics. These are all we needed to do in order to rely on NEP 2020. This is about NEP 2020. With this, let me stop the first session. If you're having any clarification, please put it in the chat box. I think if you need any clarification, please put it in the chat box.
So good evening, sir. Better we can go for 10 minutes break.
Okay.
So after that, we can spend some time for the Indian culture. Then we can have an interaction. It will be better.
Okay, okay, Prem. Okay. Please, thank you very much for your patient listening. I hope I have given some related information about NEP 2020. Next, let us discuss about Indian values and ethics. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. We learned a lot of information regarding national education policy, and we come to know about a lot of terminologies today regarding NEP, ABC, as well as what is there given for the importance for, the accreditation agencies like NAC or NBA. So most of the things we also come to know. So thank you so much for your time and your patience to deliver a lot of contents relevance to national education policy. Thank you so much, sir. We will have a short commercial, break away. We will break up for 10 minutes and we can connect again, sir.
Yeah, thank you so much, Prem. We'll connect with different topic. Thank you.
Good evening to one and all. Can you hear my voice? I'm Priya, madam. This is good. Okay. Good evening to one and all. Today is the last day for our session. So at 9 o'clock, we will start the test. The test link will be shared in the chat box shortly at 9 o'clock. The link will be enabled up to tomorrow evening 6 o'clock. 6 p.m. Regarding it, we already shared all videos for the last 4 sessions. And today's session also we will update you. From the question, all the questions will be taken based on the PPTs which is shared. So once again, we check your mail. We sent all the materials for the last 5 to 4 day sessions, PPTs, and related documents. From there, we have to proceed. This test contains totally 50 questions, each carries 1 mark. And 80% of scoring marks of MCQ, the minimum eligibility of getting FDP certificates. There will be a 2 tests we are going to conduct. One is in the online, another one is offline. So this is today we are going to write the test number 1. Regarding this, if you have any doubt, just ask through chat box or WhatsApp. Thank you.
Shall you start, Prem?
Yes, sir. Please, sir. Yeah.
Okay. Once again, I welcome you. Really, I'm very happy that even that to Saturday, you know very well this is the time that you wanted to spend with your family after working 6 days. By this time, we are going to talk about that Indian values and ethics. So probably in my watch shows about 8:20. Prem, shall I confirm with you about my presentation slide again? Is it comfortable to you?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Everything is good, sir. Please.
Yeah, fine.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Comfortable, sir.
Yeah, thank you so much. Thank you so much, Neeline. See, let's talk about ethics and values. Probably we faculty members are already aware about the ethics as well as in the values. Just I'm going to recollect it back as far as it's concerned. What actually ethos or ethics? Both ethos and ethics is remaining same. In dictionary, in Cambridge Advanced Learner Dictionary, the definition is the set of beliefs, ideas about social behavior and relationship of a person or group. In Oxford Advanced Learner Dictionary, the moral ideas and attitudes that belong to a particular group or society. The ethics in Indian country is different than other countries. Why? Because the beliefs, ideas, the values, the moral value, the attitude, the behavior from one country to another country will vary. So the ethics, the basic ethics is remaining same. Some of the ethics, we can't say that it's applicable for across the country. The value, the beliefs, the idea that we are following is called as the Indian ethics or national ethics. It is also denotes guiding beliefs or ideas that categorize a community, a nation, or an ideology. Set of moral principles which is concerned with right or wrong, good or bad. If it is right, yes, it is correct. If it is good, yes, it is correct, you can follow. If it is wrong or if it is bad, we should not follow. That is about the ethics. Primarily, it is like what are all the practical skills, knowledge, attitude, behavior, quality, goodness, goodwill, high quality of life. These are all some of the attributes related to the ethics. Ethics is nothing but set of beliefs, ideas, and attitudes of a nation, community, or religion to guide the social behavior. It's about ethics. So, Indian ethics in management. So, we are having very rich and huge Indian system of ethics, moral philosophy. The knowledge from Indian system is derived, that is actually the Indian ethos in management. In other way, we can say that management is a behavioral science and it has to culture specific. And this management ethics will vary one country to another country with respect to the country. Our idea will be different. I hope you know that even the culture specific Indian culture is completely different than the other countries. The Western culture we cannot predict, but Indian culture is very good actually as far as our concern. IEM, the culture base of India. And Indian ethos in management It's a concept of all religion. It's not particular for, it's for Hindus, it's for Christian, it's for Muslims, it's not at all. This Indian ethics is common for all. Indian ethos in management, it's not for any religion based. It is an Indian system of ethics. All religion, all culture, all people in India will accept it. And they are following land of diversity. It's about Indian ethics in management. Golden rule of ethics. We know very well already. What do you want from others? Do it for others. You feel happiness. If you want happy, just do it happy for others. Definitely you'll get it. That's the golden rule first. And what you don't want from others, don't do it to others. If you don't want, please do it to others. Second one, if others' action harms you, don't do it the action to others. Very simple, most powerful golden rule of ethics. Probably one way or other way, we learned all, and we are finding some way difficult to incorporate in our day-to-day life. Any one of the barrier is come across in your line in order to follow this, right? What you want, do it others. One, what you don't want, don't do it. Last one, what harms you, don't do. It is golden rule of ethics. See, Indian ethics, value-oriented business, and what are all the world and system in order to get growth and development. There is ethics. If you want to run a business, you want to run the business in order to get better profit, in order to service to the society, in order to attract many stakeholders, in order to provide value-oriented business to the society. So actually, based upon the Indian ethics, that must be value-oriented business. If the business follows that Indian ethics, we are going to discuss about what are all the traits and attributes about Indian ethics. Definitely, the business growth and development will be there. They can enjoy the productivity, marketing, and profitability. And if the world and system with proper management system, then they can run a smooth business, which in turn they can enjoy the benefit out of it. In Indian ethos, if the business, any business, even in education institution also, if we are really doing sincerely for society, organization, or nature, we can really enjoy. We can get money, harmony, peace, and bliss, which in turn your image is bright. Just you think about even in organization or any business, even as a faculty member, really we are doing it sincerely, and we can enjoy, we can get money, and we can have peace, which in turn your image is very bright among your peer members. So, in any business, what is the purpose of the system? What is the purpose of the business? What is the value of the business? What is the value of the system? Even we are running life, we are running day by day. Why we are running? What is the purpose? In what way? What's the purpose we are running it? For what we are running? Really we are enjoying, or really we are not enjoying? So there is no ethics, there is no purpose, there is no value, there is no aim, there is no goal. Definitely, if you're not having any plan, then definitely we cannot enjoy, we cannot expect this success in your life, in your business. It is also applicable in your life. Ethics, you have to organize. What is your plan? What is your vision? What is your mission? What are all the quality policies? What are all the core values? If you are having proper plan, And if you're having proper action plan in order to do each mission statement, in order to attain one goal, definitely you can enjoy your day-to-day life, and success will touch you, will be in your hand one fine morning. That is about ethics and non-ethics, about your business and your day-to-day life. So basically, ethics is most essential for a society. Then only you can expect the cooperation for all the stakeholders, which in turn collective well-being to enhance your productivity, profitability of your business. So hope you know that in ancient scripture, there are many concepts, many ideas, many thoughts are proposed. If you are studied well about that ancient scriptures, almost all the concepts are available. Almost all the concepts are available. So first thing, all work is an opportunity for doing good to the world and thus gaining materially and spiritually in our lives. Any task, it is the opportunity to service to the world. That is the first one. Second one, worship people not only with the material things, but also showing respect to the enterprising divinity with it. Worship of the people, don't not only with material things, just you also love with the people. And third one, strength and inspiration for excelling in work comes from the divine, God within, through prayer, spiritual reading, and unselfish work. If you enjoy your work through prayer, spiritual readings, and unselfish work, definitely you can get strength and inspiration about your task, assigned task, and you can excel in work. He who works with calm and even mind achieves the most. The work is coming to you. You receive the work and you sit and analyze what is the work with common nature, and definitely you can achieve. As we think, so we succeed, so we become. What we are thinking, yes, I can complete this work, I can succeed, I can do the work, definitely we can do. If you feel that, no, it's very, very difficult to do it, and it's very hard. If you're having that reluctant mindset, if you're having the reactive mindset, and it's very, very hard to succeed, and it's very, very hard to complete the task within the stipulated time. That's what it's telling. And by mutual cooperation, respect, and fellow feeling, all of us enjoy the highest good, both material and spiritual. It is expected that mutual cooperation, respect, and fellow feeling, and infinite happiness and infinite peace come from them who see the divine in all beings. Yes, I can do it better with full of happiness. Regard the other person as a divine being. All of us have the same consciousness through our package, and containers are different. And these are all the glimpses about the ancient sculpture. What are all the management strategies that they have given? Work. It is an opportunity to do good for the nature, respect people for the knowledge. Work excellence comes from the divine within. Calm mind definitely achieves. Your thoughts shapes you very well. Cooperation, respect, fellow feeling is essentially, which is very good for you, which in turn you can succeed in your life. Infinite happiness and peace divine everywhere. These are all the claims. By having these ancient sculpture, the code of ethics for Indian ethics for management is proposed, like competence, credibility, confidentiality, integrity, honesty, fairness, objectivity, responsibility. These are all standard code of ethics in Indian ethos in management. First thing, competence. Every member must maintain a higher level of professionalism by continuing to develop the skills and knowledge. Regularly, they have to update. The learning should not be stopped. In other way, I can say that earning is directly proportional to learning. If you learn well, if you learn a lot, you know very well about all those things, definitely your earning level will be different. And second one, credibility. Each member being able to communicate information objectively. Confidentiality, each member of the organization keeping all the personal information discreet and secret. We shouldn't reveal all the information to other concerned and other company and other people. We must maintain confidentiality as it is highly secret in nature. Integrity, ability to adhere to moral and ethical principles, have a regular communication to avoid conflict of interest. Yes, the morality, the ethical value, the basic principles should follow. Should not have conflict of interest from one to other. Honesty, yes, being truthful and very sincere in an organization if you're working or if they're organized, if they are running it. Even it is also applicable for both employee like us, or it is also for the management also. Fairness, all the statements are understandable and should be approachable, should be applicable for all, should not have a barriers, should not have any variation. For a person A, it is applicable. For person B, it is not applicable. The system should have the fairness. Objectivity, not acting based on the personal feelings, it's being unbiased. Responsibility, you should take responsibility and you have to do things. Don't wait for it. As you are working in the organization, as you are nominated for the particular work, you fixed with the responsibility, you have to do it. And if there is any opportunity is coming to you through in this way, you have to utilize the opportunity efficiently. Thereby you can learn very well with a new task. Thereby you can enjoy your working culture. And what are all the basic principles of IEM? That immense potential, energy, and talents for the perfection as a human being, as a spirit within his heart. Holistic approach indicating unity between the divine and individual self of the universe. Everything is derived from the ancient sculptures of it. And subtle, intangible subject and cross-tangible objects are equally important. That is, inner resource are much more favorable than the outer resource. We know the divine virtues are inner resource, capital, material, plant, machinery are the outer resources. That is, internal is highly essential. Karma yoga, selfless work, offers double benefits, both private benefit and public benefit. Excellence at work through self-motivation, self-development with the devotion and without attachment. Yes, any task if assigned, I think we have seen a people, person A will do the work, I mean the same task is assigned, person A will do the work perfectly, person B will not do the same level. The thing is because of lack of self-motivation and self-development. In a business, in a college, there is two persons with the same grade, both are friends. They went to the interview and both got selected. And they were debuted to, I mean, marketing job. They were debuted to one particular country. The thing is they wanted to sell chapels. So person A, person B, just probably they visited their country and they saw the people in what way they are doing, what are their habits, in what way we can run the business over there. At the end, there was a meeting individually with the manager. Person A mentioned that so it's very, very difficult. Why? Because in that country, people, they are not interested to wear chapel. If you if you start the business in that country, it's very, very difficult to run our show in a day by day. That is the comment from person A. Person B, the approach is entirely different. That is the first one is the reactive approach. Second one is the proactive approach. He is sharing his views and thoughts. Sir, there is a golden opportunity is there. Why? Because the people from the country is not aware the importance, the significance of wearing the chappals. So if we started the business, if you give right information about the importance of chappal wearing, thereby we can earn lot of money about it. That's about the self-motivation and self-development. If you having perfect self-motivation and self-development, your mind always proactive mind, thereby you can see goodness in any goodness in all aspects. That is the most important one. And cooperation one. It's very much important. It's a powerful instrument for a teamwork and success in any enterprises involving collective work. Okay, so these are all 6 principles for Indian ethics management. So basically, immense strength, potential are within, unity between divine, universe, and individual, selfless work, forecasting the future through self-motivation in work, cooperation is instrument for success. These are all about 4 principles of IEM. So Indian ethos for management, its management attitude, its belief in value oriented, profit earned through service and satisfaction of all stakeholders. Believe in value oriented, profit is earned through service and satisfaction of all stakeholders. Humanizing the organization. Yes, interpersonal relation, man-machine equation, where the man is the prime concern, and inner management through mental and spiritual growth of the individual. That's essential. And interiorizing management, self-management or management by consciousness. The objective of self-management is first manage oneself, then manage others. That is the interiorizing management. If you manage yourself, obviously you can manage all. Self-introspection, that is self-evaluation. In what way? What's your role? Self-study, self-analysis, and self-criticism to locate the area of friction and disharmony. A self-examination of one's thoughts, feelings, emotions, sensation, and passion, and reduce the ego. Brain stilling, yes. If we are, I mean, in a company, we are following brainstorming. Instead, they can go for brain stilling. You can get better solution for the particular problem. So what actually the brain stilling is, for a rational and enduring decisions, silent mind is necessary. If you're having silent mind, then probably you can correlate all the items, all the related, non-related items in a one particular target. Thereby, you can take a decision for the particular problem in the right way. That is about brain stilling and stepping back for a while. Yes, the work is assigned to you. Please spend certain time, I mean, not taking much time, analyze all the work, think and plan and start do the work. That is the stepping back. Self-dynamizing meditation. If you're doing meditation, then your consciousness, mindfulness will be varied from lower level to the higher level. That is, if you do meditation, if you do yoga, I mean, that ancient culture, they are most particular about that meditation and yoga and lower consciousness to higher consciousness until it's called transformation meditation. If it is there, then your decision is more powerful. The thing is, you can correlate all the variables, the related variables and non-related variables, and you are going to take a decision if you are doing meditation properly or if you are doing yoga properly. So thereby your decision will be the right in nature and most powerful. The role of intuition. Intuition is the act of coming direct knowledge or certainly without reasoning or interfering. What is in your mind? What's your knowledge? These are all about your Indian ethos for the management. So basically there are Western management, what is the general definition? What is the IEM definitions? So there are many terms are there that generally a general definition is materialistics. They are highly keen for material based things. They never worried about the human. Alternatively, Indian ethos management, they are highly keen about a person, the man, and their attributes and their quality and their skill set and their levels. This is the primary difference between the conventional management and Indian ethos management. There are many differences there. Okay, fine. And hopefully, we know very well about the law of karma. Okay. You study, let's see, let's have quick recap about law of karma. Karma is Indian religions, is the concept of action or deed, cause and effect. So in a life, one person will attract positive mind, one person will attract by the negative mind. So learn to live according to the spiritual rules and improve your quality of life. Your mind, emotions, speech, and actions are affected by this law. If you feel happy, definitely feel happy. If you feel sad, then definitely you feel sad. So that's about the cause and effect. Karma, acts and deed. It's from Hinduism, Buddhism, Sikhism, and Jainism. But other way, don't harm others for they happen. You are the responsible for your fate and destiny. Law of karma. Whatever you do others will be done to you. What basically the law of karma that explains why illness, accident, and disasters of any kind may occur for some person and it is not occur for others. That basically law of karma. So if you read that law of karma, definitely you can enjoy and you can revisit your minds. There are about 12 law of karma is there. Just I'll go through it. Please you can read. First thing, as you sow, so shall you reap. This is law of cause and effect. Whatever we put it in the universe is what come back to us. Second one, life doesn't just happen. It requires our participation. Will not give anything without your hard work. The law of humility. What you refuse to accept will continue for you. Hope you know that. I don't want this. If you feel that, definitely it will follow you. And the law of growth. Wherever you go, there you see. There is some possibility. There is some way will be there for your growth. The law of responsibility. Whenever there is something wrong in my life, it is not anybody else, it's me. There is something wrong in me. So I repeat, whenever there is something wrong in my life, there is something wrong in me. We must take responsibility. What in your life? And the law of connection. So even if you are doing any one of the activity at present, it is not related, it is related to past and the future. That is the connection will be there. Even if something we do seems inconsequential, it is very important that it gets done as everything in the universe is connected. Each step leads to the next step and so forth, so on. So all are connected. You cannot think two things at the same time. You cannot do two works at the same time. So better you can primarily focus only one task at a time. Try to complete the same task and start to do next task. So first prepare your priority. Accordingly, you can focus a task. The law of giving and hospitality. Our behavior should match our thoughts and actions. Yes. What if you expect I'm going to give? Yes, definitely it should match your thoughts and actions. The law of here and now. Looking backward to examine what was prevents us being totally in the here and now. So you have to think what's the present, old thoughts, old pattern of behavior, old dream will not allow you to move next. Let you forget about the world of one and think a new one and be proactive and work hard, move forward. The law of chance. History repeats itself until we learn the lessons that we need to change our path. Yes, if you're not perfect in one aspect, definitely the history will teach you till you are getting the perfection. The law of patience and reward.
Organizing team, please.
Please mute this. I think my time is approaching. That is the reason I believe. Anyhow, let me take another 5 minutes. That's all. See, the law of patience and reward. Rewards of lasting value require patience and persistent work. Yes, you have started one work. From the image you get it. Yes, patience is required. So at the end, you can harvest it. The law of significance and inspirations. You get back from something, whatever you have put into it. The true value of something is a direct result of energy and intent that you put into it. This is about 12 laws of karma. Really, I mean, in this case, I wanted to thank Dr. Prem Kumar. He asked me to, sir, go through with these Indian values and ethics. Just I spent some time to read it. Really, it is an enjoyable reading, and we can retune by knowing this one. So next one is values. What is the value? We are always focusing to enhance our value. What is your core value? If really you are having higher value, definitely you can get interesting and you can benefit out of it. It is specific mode of conduct for particular situations. See, person A and person B, the situation is remaining same. The behavior and the responding mechanism will be different, will be varying person A to person B. That defines the values. Beliefs that guide action and judgment across variety of the situations. It is ranking of individual value. Basically, the values depends upon the character, attitude, behavior, and habits. It depends upon the what's his character, what about his attitude and behavior, as well as the habits. Here there are two things. One is the terminal value, second one is the instrumental value. Terminal value is nothing but a person like to achieve in lifetime, like vision statement. What I wanted to achieve, that is actually the terminal value. Instrumental value, in what way, if what are all the attitude, behavior, character that I am following, habits that I am following to achieve the terminal value, that is about the instrumental values. So basically, human values like related to truthfulness, integrity, gratitude, humbleness, forgiveness, patience, transference, simplicity, helpfulness, supportiveness. And the values are also related to some of the moral, ethical, spiritual values of the person. And there is a relationship between skills and values. So we members, we are in the position to improve our skills, which in turn will improve our values. If one has very good level of value as well as the skill, then only he can get a stronger, his confidence will be much higher. Okay, this is the your value and your skills must be higher level. Then this is about Indian ethics and karma as well as the values. Some of the guidelines, as we are the faculty, see, stress is unavoidable in life. In fact, in Indian ethics, the Andean culture is also mentioned about the stress. So as far as reality in concern, stress is unavoidable in day-to-day life. Basically, if you wanted to succeed in our life, we need to have fun along with the stress. We must have certain level of stress. Then only we can pay attention, we can pay focus, which in turn, which leads the growth. Okay, this is the most important. And you can increase the threshold level. You can work with your maximum elastic limit. So we shouldn't work the minimum level. I worked from morning 5 o'clock to, I work from 9 o'clock to 5 o'clock. However, we are not harvesting any outcome, any output. You have to work at your maximum elastic limit. You have to increase your bar from one level to the next level and prevent from becoming stressful and effectively cope with stress, revert back to stress-free state. So ensure that minimum pressure, minimum stress is required in order to focus. If you focus only, you can see your growth. And basically control anger by all means. Get up early in the morning. That way you can get extra 1 hour. You can do a lot of works. And both men and women try to do exercise regularly and maintain a very good food habits. There is a direct relationship between your food habits and your thought process. Work efficiently and don't be workaholic. Be resourceful. Avoid negativity. Remember the law of karma. See, the avoid negativity is most important. There is one rule is there, that is in what way we can avoid negativity. There is some people is there always they are identifying the negativity in any positive, any way, any activity, any task and all. So we must avoid the negativity. In what way we can avoid? See, instead of having one negative person, you add 3 positive persons. Thereby, your group, your peer member, your member will think only in positive. So if you are having positive mindset person, you will also think in that same way. Thereby, we can have this like-minded people in the positive group. This is actually the negativity. If you feel about negativity, your mind always says that I am thinking negativity. I should not think negativity. I need to identify why I feel negativity, in what way I can come across, in what way I can remove the negativity. Likewise, you have to think. And what are all the present issues faced by India? You know very well, it is Western culture, corruption, poverty population, male domination, quality in education, ignorance, corruption, speed growth of urbanization, fading of partition. This is present issues faced by India. In what way we can remove it? Inculcating values and culture properly in all ways. Corruption-free society, control on population, women empowerment, standard of living, skill-based employable education, increase R&D, continuous improvement in all fields, sustainably growth, value-based leadership. If it is there, then there is the possibility we can solve this. And see, there are some 7 questions. Whether ethics and values are followed by the present generation. Yes, definitely we are following ethics and values. It may vary from one range to another range. Strongly agree, disagree, and strongly disagree. Okay, there was a research conducted by Indian researchers with this one. Almost more than 70% is agree and strongly agree about the following questions. Second one, do you feel ethics and values are followed by the females more than males? Yes. Third one, in the educational institution, are they helping the society to create awareness of the ethics and values? Definitely we are doing it. Do you feel that to run the business, do they need to follow the ethics and values? Definitely it is needed. If it is not, if they are not following any ethics and value, then the business is not the right business. They are doing something wrong. Will you agree that the society should follow the ethics and values? Yes, it is essential. Do you think that technological changes are impact of Indian culture? There is the possibility, but the technology should not allow to change the Indian culture. So special keen interest is necessary. At last, do you think Indian value and ethics are impact on world culture? Yes, people from other countries, they feel very happy and about the Indian culture and all. This is about Indian values and Indian ethics. So we know Indian ethics, and we are having Indian values. It's written by ancient sculptures. There are many books are available like Bhagavad Gita, Bible, Quran. Irrespective of the all religions, they have mentioned about what is the ethics, what are all the values. We Indian citizens, we have to follow Indian ethics and the values. Thereby we can enjoy our life. With this, let me stop my talk. I thank you very much for all the participants for your patient listening. And I thank you very much the management, principal, HODs and coordinator, and my friend Dr. Prem Kumar and other faculty members for your patient listening. I'm very happy that if you're having any clarification related to NEP 2020 and Indian value and ethics. Thank you very much for the opportunities given to me. Now it's open to you. You can ask if you're having any clarifications.
Thank you, sir. Participants, do you have any queries related to today's topic? Kindly unmute your mic and you can ask to the resource person.
If not, you can also mention your clarification in chat box. There is two possibilities.
Sir, good evening, sir.
Yeah, please, madam.
Regarding a new education policy,
Yes.
regarding childhood care, is any added, sir?
Madam, I'm not. Your voice is not audible to me. Please, can you ask again, madam?
Regarding policy 2021, in that policy, any childhood care plan added, sir?
For childhood, they have. For childhood, they have started their studies at the age of 3, madam. In conventional private schools, they are following pre-KG, LKG, and UKG. The system is going to be incorporated. At the end of, say, 3rd standard, they are going to write one board examination by having that NTA, madam. This is the plan, but it is not yet finalized. Still in the discussion.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Yes, thank you, madam. Once NEP is implemented, definitely we are also competent. Our institution, Indian institution, maybe in the world rank level 1 to 100, we may expect. Okay, right. Thank you very much, all the participants. Really, I appreciate all the members you come across to attend this workshop and for your patient listening till 9 o'clock. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Dr. Prem Kumar,
Thank you, sir.
Kind invitation.
Thank you so much, sir, for your acceptance, even with the busy schedule. So we are looking for your offline sessions also in the upcoming week. Thank you so much. And formally, we can close
Sure.
the session, sir. So please go ahead for vote of thanks.
On the behalf of Siddharth Institute of Engineering and Technology and then Atal FTP organizing team, we thank you, sir. My deepest gratitude for you, your valuable time giving to us, and then your explanation about the value of education, that is a very diamond clear cut, and then the value of ethics is it's like a mind blowing session, and then we hope we also motivate the session, and then we also have to follow that. Thank you for your valuable time. We hope in future also we collaborate so many sessions with you. Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you, madam. Thank you so much for that. Prem, shall I leave, Prem?
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Prem.
so much.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Shall we conduct the test now?
Yes, ma'am. Share in the group. Participant requested to see your chat box. We share the test link. Kindly start to attend the test.
Rahul, is there any time limit it is available? Can you share to the participants?
Yes, sir. That link will be enabled from today evening 9 o'clock to tomorrow evening 6:30.
So I request all the participants should appear the test. The link is enabled till tomorrow evening, so you can utilize and you can score well. Thank you, everyone.
Participants are requested to see the chat box. Two links we shared. One is for today's attendance. Another one is for today's MCQs. So kindly fill all this.
Yeah, my name is Veer Babu. It's a wonderful session past 5 days. I'm audible?
Yes, sir.
Rahul.
Audible, sir. See, sir.
Yeah, actually, it's a wonderful session past 5 days. Time management and stress management. I have seen yesterday's session. It's a wonderful session for all the sessions. And I learned many things about all these 5 days. And we will hope future also will conduct many events. So thank you for the coordinators. It's happening 5 days. And I hope enjoy all the sessions. Thank you all. Thank you, Rahul. And thank you, sir, Prem sir, and as well as Priya madam, which is conducted very wonderful session. And I will hope will conduct by future also. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much.
So participants are requested to fill the two links. One link for today MCQ, another link for today attendance. So 2 links you have to fill. 80% of attendance and 80% of scoring marks is minimum eligibility of getting FDP certificates. Thank you.
Rahul, is there any time limit for MCQ test?
Yes, ma'am. Today 9
Rahul?
o'clock. Yes. Can you hear, ma'am?
Today 9 to?
Tomorrow evening 6, ma'am.
Okay, ba.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you.
Thank you.